We're in Da Nang. I'm leaving because for the next part of the trip, I have negotiated to do it in the locomotive. We need to hurry because the train stops just a few minutes. I didn't get it. A detached locomotive. Hello. An extremely relaxed driver as the train is about to depart. I should have known better. What's the problem?
Hurry up! Because of you, the train's running late.
The train changed direction in Da Nang, so I was at the other locomotive. So then they're allowed to come here, and I think they're not very happy because the train is late. Relationship between me and the staff is getting better, I hope. They gave me a tea, a sign of peace, hopefully. As we begin our ascent on the Pass of the Clouds, the train slows down. The maximum speed is 30 kilometers per hour. This is the highest point?
The Pass of the Clouds is the most dangerous section because it is the highest point. Because of the rain, the land becomes unstable. That's why we are so careful and constantly looking after this line.
Any young people would like to do this job?
Today, the young are trained by the railway company to do this job. The younger generations, being more dynamic, they are more adapted for this tiring job.
If the Vietnamese are still fond of the Reunification Express, it's not because of history, which doesn't seem to interest them any longer, neither for the country's economy, as the more well-off passengers more often take the plane. In fact, it's more for the most humble that the train is still very important. Bye, thank you very much. I'm going to hurry again because I don't want the others to shout at me like the other time. And I don't want to hear anymore that only Occidental people shout at each other, because in Asia normally you must not get angry. After the incident with the locomotive, I don't even dare sitting down. Thankfully, there is less than an hour on this leg of the trip. I'm keeping a low profile until we reach Hue. Here we are at Hue station with 1 hour delay, no big deal. No comment. Hue is the ancient imperial city, the capital of the Nguyen emperors, founded in 1802. Thanks to this imperial past, Hue has always been an important intellectual and spiritual center, and it's considered as one of the main places for Buddhist studies. Even if today, at the southern bank of the River of Perfume, Hue is a modern city, the tradition is still alive, so for me, it's a good opportunity to meet young people and see how they live their religion today. When you say temple, think incense. The small businesses here are uniquely dedicated to the fabrication and sale of this precious mix. Hello. Thank you. They're chanting. That, my contact here, presents me to his superior, the highest ranking in the hierarchy of the temple. This is for the pagoda.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.
The temple of To Tai Tien was built by a wealthy family at the beginning of the 20th century. Here, they welcome about a dozen young people, mostly entrusted to them by their families since their childhood. Guided by their masters, they follow the studies that will allow them to become monks. As a symbol of renouncing the material world, the progressive shaving of one's head corresponds to different ordinations. A novice still has a few tufts of hair, but at 20 years old, when they have their final exams, they are integrally shaved. Ah! The senior masters are having a nap. Meanwhile, the young people can do what they want, so this is their main room. And here you have their bedrooms. Can I see your room?
Yes.
Yeah? You have a lot of work, a lot of homework.
Làm bài tập.
I do my schoolwork and then religious studies.
And you have a favorite field?
Môn học ưa thích nhất là môn toán.
I like mathematics,
Toán với lý. Ngoài ra còn nhiều
physics.
khác mà không
I like some other subjects too,
để học
but I think I'm not smart enough for them.
nên chưa học được mấy cái môn đó.
Do you think you could go with me to visit the pagoda?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Tree is 17 and came to the temple a year ago from a small provincial town. His parents, worried about his future, wanted to avoid having him linger in the streets. Who takes care of the garden, you?
Hàng ngày là mình có thể
Me.
là buổi sáng là
Every
mình
day I clean the garden,
buổi chiều là mình
and in the afternoon I water it.
Thế là mình có thể tỉa những cái cây.
When I have free time,
những cái tán
I prune the plants to adorn the temple.
cho khuôn viên nhà chùa. Mình là
When we choose the path to become a monk,
vào một cái môi trường
one must live in an environment pure and perfect that favors learning. As for me, I like to live in a temple, to have a good heart, a healthy spirit, because the conditions for life are better in the temple than outside.
Nó tốt hơn là ở ngoài bên ngoài. The young monks follow two courses of study, one in a public school during the week and another in the temple on the weekends for their spiritual guidance. Since I don't understand what they're saying, for me it's like a lullaby. The young monks tirelessly repeat their mantras in a low voice. The goal of this repetition is not only to learn it by heart, but also and more importantly to prepare for meditation.
This is the signal for food. It's very discreet, huh? You don't have to miss it. Thank you. Here I am at the senior table. It's a little embarrassing. I should not be sitting here.
Okay.
Enjoy your meal.
Xin mời.
In Vietnam, at least 70% Buddhists, and they think if in the family have there is one person, one son or girl like this, they become a monk or a nun, that family happy.
How long will they study here in the pagoda?
When they came to pagoda, only 10 years old, but they have to pass at least 2 levels. Want to become Julian monk, they have to pass 1 test, and want to become fully ordination, they have to another test more. But in the age, they have to reach 20 years old.
The food is excellent. Yeah, really.
Yeah, thank you.
It's like the best restaurant in town, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Very
But
good.
I mean, this is the normal food.
Very good.
For the USA daily.
Just a few minutes from the temple, there is the city with all its temptations. I asked Tree to come have an ice cream with me after school, curious to know how he reconciles these two worlds.
It's not a regret for you not to find a wife and have children?
Before coming to the temple, I had made a clear decision to go towards Buddha. If my connection to Buddha is broken, I would return to live with my parents and eventually have a family. But I think there is a better chance that I will stay at the temple to perfect my knowledge.
Tree is taking me to his favorite place in town. If they want to go out, it's or to go to school, or they have to be with an adult, or to ask the permission to their superiors, which is the case now. What do you hope for your future?
Sau này là em muốn là em trở thành một
Later,
người thầy giáo.
I would like to become a teacher
Đào tạo
to guide and help the younger generation
chỉ bày cho
to become conscious that we are living in a good environment.
cái môi trường xung quanh chúng ta rất là tốt. Đối với thế hệ trẻ,
In general,
Nam chưa có
the youth of Vietnam do not make the most of their free time.
trẻ đó thì chỉ
These young people are only interested in online games.
không tốt cho
I think it's better for them to relax and contemplate the perfume river and other landscapes.
Even though he has chosen a monastic lifestyle, Tree is not removed from the world. His aspiration to help others envisions an involvement in today's reality. At 17 years old, he well represents what is Buddhism in Vietnam, an engaged one.